Very good.
Forget about us. How are you doing?
I'm good. Very good. We got to practice, got to go over the film, got to see some things that we can adjust and clean up. Getting these guys back in the gym after a day of recovery is good to do.
Coach, when you look across the league, there are a lot of teams who are in a similar situation right now with the home team, winning their game. What has your message been to the team, and how much do you look to capitalize on that opportunity of being a home team for the next season?
Well, take care of home. I think that's what Cleveland did. They took care of their home court, and that's what we have to do coming out tonight. Obviously, being able to make some adjustments throughout the game, things that we see, things that we saw on film that these guys have communicated, that we've communicated with them. But the main message is being able to take care of home court. All the details of a little bit of our offense, the body and ball movement, stepping in the shots, being able to knock them down. Defensively, working on different coverages, the way we're try to change the game up in some ways, and go from there.
You talked about all year about how this team kind of how defense play defense and offense isn't. What did you see from looking back at the tape, how this and what this team can be able to do that defense, even with some of the frustration of the shoot?
We've done that. We've done our job in a lot of ways defensively. Now, obviously, the big area is to clean up is finishing possessions out. You make them and have them take the shot that you want them to take, but now you've got to finish the possession, and then that's everybody getting involved. So our ability to do that and stay the course is going to be key.
Coach, you talked about.
Obviously, he finished the game on Monday, but a couple of games for us.
He's doing better.
Was he able to practice today?
He was able to go to practice today, yes.
After a couple days on the road, was there also just a comfort factor in being able to sleep in your own bed, be in your own building?
Yes, I mean being back in this facility is what we thrive on. Our ability to get the work in on the court, but then the other side of it is our ability to recover. I think that's the big key within the playoffs is being able to how do you recover better? How do you get your rest that's needed in order to play as hard as we're going to continue to play?
Only Boston and Milwaukee had more home wins than the Magic this year in the Eastern Conference. Just what about playing in this building, in this environment, in front of these fans makes you guys so special here?
Our fan base is absolutely incredible. The energy that they provide, and we've said it throughout the year, the energy they provide, the support that they give, the atmosphere in this building is absolutely incredible. And I just think that gives our guys so much energy. It gives them encouragement. It gives them the ability to know that we have to take care of home court.
I think their players talked about how much energy that the crowd can bring to the first quarter of those games. How important is it to kind of create that energy and give the fans at the start of the game?
I mean, that's the great part of being home, being able to live off of some of that energy, but then making sure that we continue to follow through on the game plan within the game.
Everyone we've heard from has been confidence and optimism. How does that feel as a head coach when you look at your group of players, knowing that they're having those feelings in the process?
Well, it's a good reminder that they understand who they are and who they've been. We are here for a reason. And I think that's what these guys really do understand. They know that it's not a mistake that we're in this position to be where we are. The fifth seed in the playoffs, the body of work that they put in throughout the year, trusting that work, believing in that work, and knowing what we're capable of doing any given time we step on the floor.
In so many of the wins this season, you've talked about the joy this team plays with, the energy this team plays with. After two frustrating losses, I guess, what are the keys to getting back to that style of play?
I think you still see it on the guys' faces. There's not a head hanging. There's not a frustration level with what we're doing because we're still defending at a high clip. We're still guarding. We're still talking and communicating with each other. The huddles are still the same. There's still energy on the bench, despite being able to make shots or miss shots. I think that's the mark of this group's experience of what they've been through and the continued growth of how we're getting better and being able to put it to game 3.
On your defensive board, is it a matter of technique? Is it a matter of just not getting a body on Allen, or is it having to slide over and help and giving Allen
a combination of all of it? I think he's doing a great job of pursuing rebounds. So part of that is getting a body on him. The next part is being able to help guard, rebound from the perimeter because a lot of these are long shots and long rebounds. So guards being able to get in there and rebound the areas that they can get to, but also the bigs putting a body on them to keep them off the glass.
How important are your adjustments going to be schematically and rotations in order to get through the games?
mean, that's part of the playoff basketball. That's what it is. Finding the right adjustments, finding the right moment, to make those adjustments within the game. Knowing what we've done well, and not overthinking it, but being able to hone in on our strength, which is what we've done, but then also being able to sit down and knock down shots as well.
And get
We could look at some of the numbers of where the defenders are, when shots are going off, or where the shots are coming from. What do you see as far as the looks that the team generated, especially on Monday, when you had a chance to look at the tape, and how much is it about just staying confident in these looks?
Well, there's always opportunities for one more pass. There's always opportunity for another drive into the lane, but our ability to recognize what is happening, and I think they've done a great job of that. We've got a ton of open looks. Being able to step into those with confidence is going to continue to be key.
Is there a concern that the shot?
No.
Why do you feel that?
Because it's a shot that we've taken and stepped in with confidence all year. And so if we weren't generating other things within the offense, there would be an area of concern. But the things that we've done with a strength all year, we're still doing them at a high clip. It's just the ability to step into our shots with confidence, which all these guys will continue to do.
Collins turned the ball a little bit more frequently last weekend than he did during the regular season. What have your conversations with him been like about his adjustments and how he can better take care of the ball?
Well, it's continued with our spacing, our ability to make the quick decisions, recognizing how they're covering and how they're guarding, the way they're packing that paint in, being able to recognize that early, and just continued body and ball movement with each one of our guys to give the proper spacing.
Did you feel that your team improved in game 2 on not driving into crowds?
I think we did a much better job of that. I think the body and ball movement was very good. Again, we were generating the things that we wanted to generate the right way. It's just the ability to be able to step in and knock shots down again is what we'll continue to do.
I'm not sure if it was asked this way. Do you expect Jalen to be able to play tomorrow?
I do expect Jalen to be able to play tomorrow. Yes.
But we're grateful. We're grateful, right, everybody?
Thank you guys. Appreciate you guys. Thank you.
we're supposed to do. You know, they say in playoff series you're supposed to win your home games, so I think for us, we just got to protect our home court.
Where's this team's confidence level right now coming off the last game? I know shooting wasn't where you guys wanted to be. If you guys feel, knock some shots down, give anything up on the court, like that.
Yeah, I think for us, I think that we're all capable of making shots. I think we just got to do it now. I mean, I think our process this last 2 games has been pretty good. We kept a team that can score under 100 points 2 games, but on the other end of that, we've only put up about 80 points. So we gotta just hit a few more shots, and that'll help us win some games.
When you talk about continuing to just have, I mean, we've heard it from every player. We just have to keep shooting. We have to keep trusting the process. But like mentally, when you're not seeing the basket fall, how do you work through that?
Shoot. Oh man. Play a lot of basketball, and so sometimes shots gonna fall, sometimes shots not gonna fall. I think it's just a matter of just trying to stay level and realize that we've been doing, I think for the majority of us, not all of us, doing this our whole lives. And there's been times where lots of shots ain't falling, there's been times where they are gonna fall. And so I think for us we just gotta stay consistent, keep the process consistent, and the results gonna come. We just keep taking the shots that we want to take, and keep playing with high energy.
Is it difficult though not to get let frustration?
I'm frustrated as hell right now. I ain't gonna lie. Excuse my language. I almost said something worse, but yeah, but you can't let that get me off my game too much, and I speak for the rest of the team on that too. We just got to stay consistent and keep a level head.
I think Boston and Milwaukee had more home wins in the conference than you guys did this season. What about 29? What about this building, the fans, the energy of being at home propels you guys so much this season?
Our fans have been a huge part of our success this season, man. Just the way that when we get in this arena, they support us, and not even just in this arena, on the road too. We got some of the best fans in the league, and for us playing in front of these fans, it puts a chip on our shoulder. And so I think we just, we can't wait to get in front of this home crowd, see how this playoff atmosphere is going to be, and hopefully get it done.
This is the first home playoff game in Orlando since 2019. Just how hungry do you think this fan base is just to see playoff basketball?
Yeah, man, I wasn't in the league when that happened there, so yeah, I think it's the city's hungry. I know we're definitely hungry, especially being down 0-2. So it's gonna be some fun tomorrow.
What do you hope the home environment is going to be like? What do you hope it's going to be like, and what can the fans do to help you guys out?
I don't even gotta hope. I already know what it's gonna be. The fans gonna come, they're gonna do their thing. So it's just a matter of us doing our thing next. You know what I'm saying?
You're just talking about frustrations. Are you able to kind of elaborate on what areas you're feeling these frustrations in, and also how you can channel that?
Just out there overthinking. You miss a few shots. I know I can speak for myself on this, and you just start questioning yourself, like, what am I doing wrong? What more can I do? What am I not doing enough of? And you get in your own head. And so I think these few days off and getting back in the home court will be good. I know, especially for me and the rest of this team, that it'll have us stop overthinking stuff.
You saw the lift that Cleveland home fan base in the first quarter of this last year. How important is it to kind of create that energy and feed off that energy and get off to a good start?
Yeah, I think for us, the heavy on, we got to get off to a good start. The last 2 games, I think they've averaged 31 points against us in that first quarter, and after that, the next 3 quarters, they've been averaging about 20, 22. So I think for us, we just got to get off to a better start, not let them get off to this hot start. Obviously, we got to control Donovan Mitchell, and I think if we do that, I think we'll get a win.
Cole, what were the emotions like to see one of your friends get hurt? It seemed like it was a serious injury, though it wasn't. What kind of roller coaster was that like?
Man, I don't ever want to see anyone get hurt on other teams, but especially someone that I've been teammates with for a few years, who I've seen struggle, seen grind, seen get better, and just seeing work every day. I never want to see that. So I was, it was definitely hurting my heart when I seen my man Jay on the floor like that. But I was just so happy that when I got back to the locker room and he, telling everybody he's good, and then he came back and played in the game. So that for me, it's a blessing, and I just got to thank God he's all right.
Given that you guys are humans, and you're like you have feelings. How tough was it?
I ditch those feelings.
Huh?
I ditch those feelings.
How tough was it to stay even keeled in those final 16 minutes of that first half?
It's something that's definitely difficult. I mean, so much of our lives is centered around the game of basketball that you get caught up in it sometimes, and especially when you're in the moment and you're in the game, you miss some shots and you're like, dang, I feel like I'm letting my teammates down. It's definitely frustrating. It's just it's really really frustrating. So I think, especially for myself, for this team, I think we got to stay even keel. We can't let the missed shots affect us. We got to control what we can control, which is the process, which is the shots that we take, and whether they go in or not, that's a lot of that stuff is out of our control. But we just got to keep just continuing to do the process.
I'm sorry, I didn't ask that well. I was talking about Jalen's injury.
Oh, I had no idea what you were talking about.
I know, it's a terrible question.
Nah, you're all good. You're all good. Jalen's injury. My man, he good. Shout out to him.
Cole, you mentioned the need to get off to a better start as one of the main goals or themes going into Game 3. I guess when you look back at the film from Game 1 and Game 2, what are the consistent things that are not going right that are preventing that?
For me, the consistent theme I've seen these first two games is I think Donovan Mitchell is coming out and he's scoring about, I think maybe he might have averaged just in the first quarter these last two games, like 15 points just in that first quarter, something like that. So I feel like for them, he's been the spark. And so I think we obviously got to slow him down. And then, I think after that first quarter, we've done a pretty good job on him. But he gets off to that hot start, and that kind of jump starts their whole team. Him, and then that rest of the game, Jared Allen's been killing us too. He's averaging 18 rebounds a game the last two games. So that's a lot of rebounds. He's been damn near out rebounding our whole team, and so that's not just on the big. That's on us guards too. We got to get in there, and we gotta get him out that pain.
All season, the bench units have been fantastic to keep the matchup in this. What are the kind of conversations that your unit, the second unit's been having, to really get the spark going?
Oh man, put the ball in the basket a little bit more. Guard a little better. It's we just gotta be better, man. Play us a little different, but it ain't nothing we're not familiar with.
Obviously, Wendell was in the second unit and he was in the starting unit most of the season. How has that change been for you and the rest of the second unit?
I mean, Wendell's a great player. I mean, anytime you can add a player like him to a lineup, I think it's always a net positive. He's good without it. He's good with it. He's a great passer. He can rebound. He guards. I mean, I don't think he has a weakness in the floor. So I mean, I don't think it does anything to help us.
I'll do a better job with my questions next time.
You are now. Home teams have had great success so far this playoffs. How do you take advantage of that now that you have two games at home and claim these two games at Kia Center?
I think coming with the right mentality, and then just execute a little bit better. I think honestly, looking at the film, I thought we did a pretty solid job again. Just didn't hit enough shots, and then make a couple adjustments, and then play the best of our ability.
Why do you feel like shots are going to fall at home?
Because we worked on it all year, all summer. I think that's the biggest thing. Sometimes it just doesn't go your way, so you just got to stick with it.
We just talked to Mose. He said he's optimistic. We talked to Cole. He said he's frustrated. Where are your kind of emotions at this point right now heading into Game 3?
I wish I would have made every shot the other day too, but like I said, sometimes it doesn't go your way, and I think our mentality and this approach to the game is really important that we stick with it, keep trusting our process, and things will go our way.
Obviously, Cleveland's going to make their adjustments, but how much confidence does defense give you when you guys play defensively on the road, despite not making shots that defense was doing?
Yeah, I think a lot of confidence. I thought we talked way better in that second game. There's still a couple of things to clean up, but for the most part, I thought our game plan against them worked, and I think we'll be in good shape tomorrow.
You guys with two teams in the East, Boston and Milwaukee, had more home wins than you guys this season. Just what about being at the Kia Center in front of the fans has sparked you guys so much throughout the season?
Yeah, the fans, obviously, the atmosphere has been great all year. I think everybody likes to be home, sleep in their own bed, go through their own routine here, and I think it's just a cool place to be. So we like playing at home.
There hasn't been a home playoff game in Orlando since 2019. It's been a while. So how hungry do you think this fan base is to see success on the home court?
I'm sure they're really hungry and a lot hungrier than us, though. So I'm really excited for tomorrow. And yeah, we got to come out ready to go and have some fun too.
Cole was kind of another player who mentioned this team not getting off to the fastest start as a reason why maybe the games haven't gone your way. As you look back at the two games films, do you find commonalities of why you're not getting off to a start consistently?
I think they hit some tough shots, honestly, in the first quarter. But it's on that first unit to set the tone. Be more physical right from the start. And normally, like I said, that sets the tone for the whole game. So I would say that's on defense, getting into the ball, fighting over screens, and then closing out with a rebound. And knowing when to set the tone on the defensive side, that's when you get our rhythm on the other end.
And then how do you better account for Jared Allen inside and
Yeah, he's been playing great. I think got to be more physical with him, try to keep him off the boards, and yeah, I think that's pretty much it.
You guys only lost twice all year when holding teams to under 100 points. Just how frustrating has that been to do that in the playoffs and not come out with a win?
It happens. Got to keep it moving. Like I said, I thought defense was good, and it'll continue to happen. And like I said, I think that gives us a lot of confidence for these upcoming games.
Thanks, bro.
Thank you.
We're great.